When I came into this office, I've made two commitments that are more important than any commitment I make. Number one, to keep the American people safe. And number two, to uphold the Constitution. And that includes what I consider to be a constitutional right to privacy.
The government is monitoring private phone calls, your children and my children's private phone calls, and tracking who they're associated.
I think what should concern all Americans first and foremost is, why is the United States government, in what could be a potentially criminal and illegal and unconstitutional way, spying and surveilling millions and millions of Americans on an ongoing basis?
All an analyst has to do is enter an email address or an IP address, and it does two things. It searches the database and lets them listen to the calls or read the emails of everything that the NSA has stored, or look at the browsing histories or Google search terms that you've entered, and it also alerts them to any further activity that people connected to that email address or that IP address do in the future. We were not just listening in on so-called Al-Qaeda, we were actually listening in on our own troops' calls, and including our colonels' calls, including their private calls, and in fact the calls that they listened to the most were phone sex calls.